Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, where today we have the last episode of the Reading Your Comments with the Zombie Chronicles edition. Today, of course, we have Origins. This is like probably one of the best maps for the community in general to be remastered. Everyone is super excited for this map, and I've seen a lot of comments on this. So I've got a few comments just now to read out to you. And some of these are actually pretty hype as well. Like, I'm really excited to actually play Origins. And we're just going to go straight into the first comment right here, which says, "Well, I'm really hoping that the classic weapons are back. I found Black Ops 3 weapons insanely boring, and most of them all feel like the same gun in my opinion." Now, with Origins, you have quite a few weapons. You have like the Mauser, the Scar H, the staffs, and you have like the Raygun Mark II. There's quite a few weapons, and I know the staffs are back. I know the Mauser's back. I know the Raygun Mark II is back. I don't know about the MG08. I don't know about like the Scar H. I don't know about any of the other sort of weapons that are on this map. But I feel like there are some weapons that are coming back and some weapons that are not. That's apparently what's the case with this, and hopefully that they're bringing back the good weapons and they're leaving out the bad weapons. But at the same time, apparently they're bringing back like the China Lake and you know whatnot. I don't know whether that's a troll though. I have no idea at this point. But if they are bringing back weapons like the China Lake and the SMR, which I've also heard as well, if they bring those weapons back, then fair enough, we at least have then a balance of weapons, so you could either get a good weapon out of the mystery box or you get a bad one like the SMR. It would be cool to see how much weaker the charged ice and wind staff charge shots will be, since they could always kill normal zombies. And what you gotta remember as well is that because it's a new engine, I think Black Ops 3 zombies are like different health to like the previous like Black Ops 2 zombies. I don't know which one's stronger or weaker, but on Black Ops 2 you could basically use the wind staff or the ice staff, and they would work really well against zombies up until like the higher rounds. And I'm hoping that they work the exact same in Black Ops 3. I just don't actually know for sure whether they will be as powerful or if they'll be more powerful, depending on like how they basically work the engine. I hope obviously they're a great wonder weapon. I hope they don't ruin them in any way, because obviously that would just be terrible if they ruin the staffs. I mean, they could not ruin the staffs. The staffs are meant to be the ultimate wonder weapons. So if these weapons kind of can kill zombies in one shot, then I wouldn't even say they're that great, to be honest. But hopefully the staffs are all perfect and pristine and whatnot, like as we knew them back in Black Ops 2. Do you think the staffs will be nerfed? I hope not, but I have a strong feeling that they will be with gobblegums being added. And what I just said, that makes a great argument against. With the fact that we have gobblegums, we have alchemical antithesis, and we have like other gobblegums that will do different things, I'm sure people find other uses for them with the staffs. But alchemical is one I can think of right now, which will make these staffs super overpowered, and people would easily be able to get the higher rounds in Origins now once they built the staffs and get alchemical, for the fact that they have the ammo to actually kill the zombies. So if they weaken the staffs, nerf them a little bit so that if you do use alchemical, maybe it won't be as powerful. But then that's super unfair for the people who've never played the original Origins before, who've never had the original staffs, or for the people who are just like not going to use alchemical when they play the staffs. So I don't know whether they're going to nerf them. Like I say, I really hope that they don't nerf them. Like, oh my god, that would be super frustrating if they nerf them whatsoever. But with the gobblegums and stuff, like, I really don't know. Like, they easily could nerf them and just be like, you have gobblegums, you know. It makes it more simple, like more balanced. Somewhat disappointed the cutscene isn't remastered. I think the cutscene actually is remastered. It's just so hard to see the difference, because on Black Ops 2 the graphics were actually pretty good, with especially Origins. The graphics on that were like pretty good already. The cutscene I think that we got in the remastered one, it was sort of it was a remastered cutscene. It was in terms of like the graphics, and the sound was bumped up a bit, but obviously they couldn't really do much else for it. But I really don't care about the cutscene. If the cutscene looks the same, that is fine. It keeps it the same. It keeps a little bit of the zombies' history sort of pristine and in its own like condition. And they also have limited time. If it's between making the maps look awesome, or if it's between making a 2-minute video look awesome, I would much prefer for the maps to look a million times better than the cutscene. Honestly, that's just my own opinion, but that's what I think. I'm ecstatic, but also furious that they added the original Panzer back. I would have hated it if they added the Eisen Panzer back into this map, honestly, because the Origins Panzer is what was in the original Origins, obviously. So bringing that back, it would just give it more of the Origins feel. Yes, the claw is annoying where he grabs you and pulls you in, but that's the whole like hardship of playing Origins. It's the whole feeling of, you know, Origins is a difficult map, and that's just added like difficultness to the map. Gobblegum broke Origins. It should be tougher. And honestly, my argument to this, and I know I've seen other people say this as well, if you don't want to use Gobblegums on Origins, either play the original Origins or just don't use Gobblegums. Like, it's simple. I know people obviously will like use Gobblegums and it'll be easier to get the higher rounds on Origins now because obviously it does have Gobblegums. But at the same time, if you want the authentic experience on the new gen, just simply don't use Gobblegums and you'll be, you know, you'll basically have the same exact Origins you did back when it was released in Black Ops 2. If I spawn in Origins with an MR6, I'm going to be so triggered. Now, I get this person saying so many people really wanted the Mauser back, and apparently the Mauser is back. I've not actually seen gameplay of the Mauser, but I've heard from so many different people, and I've seen YouTubers saying this as well, that the Mauser is definitely back for the starting pistol. So MR6 is finally a weapon that we're not going to have when we start in a map. It's going to be the Mauser, which is super, like, it's so much better. The Mauser is just so much, like, cooler to use. And not to mention the Boom Hilda, when it's upgraded, it is super powerful against the Panzers, and in general it's like a better weapon to run with because all that mud's going to keep you sticking to the floor, then you're going to have to like jump. The Mauser, like the Boom Hilda, is just such a good weapon to like use to jump out of the way, like jump out of the mud, because it just makes you run through it a little bit quicker. But believe it or not, guys, that is all of the comments for this episode, and that will conclude the entire of the Zombie Chronicles edition like episode for reading your comments. Obviously, reading your comments will still carry on going. This I just thought would be a cool little thing to do for the 8 days or 6 days when I got the idea in my head to do one episode for reading your comments for each episode or like each map of the Zombie Chronicles series. So if you did like this video, if you did like this little mini like series within reading your comments, then go ahead and leave a like rating and comment it down below what you thought about the little like episodes or this episode in general, or what you think about Zombie Chronicles as a whole. If you're new around here, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more zombies content. I'll be live streaming Zombie Chronicles on Tuesday the 16th in a few days time when it's released, and I'll be doing all 8 maps at some point during that day. I don't know which maps I'm going to be playing in which order, but I will be doing all of them. I'm hopefully going to be doing all the Easter eggs on the new maps very soon as well. Obviously there's still like 2-player, 4-player, whatever they originally were, so I will need to wait for friends and stuff to obviously be ready for that as well. Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time.